Busy weather week, and it just keeps going here today. Despite the fact that we've got all that sunshine out there, it looks nice, it feels cold, and we've got some wind chills that will continue to be an issue for us as the day goes on. You can see if you've been watching this morning, if you watched the valley today, the flags weren't moving a whole lot because the wind was very, very light. Starting to see them move a little bit more as that wind starts to pick up, and that will be a big change maker for us as we continue on through the day. In fact, as we head into tonight, let's take a look at our impacts from our next round of winter weather. We've got a first alert weather day again for Friday, and here's what we can expect. Overnight, we're going to see some ground drifting, starting with the gusts starting to pick up above 30 miles per hour. So we'll see some more of that drifting. This time it's coming from the south, so that drifting going on in a different direction. And then into Friday morning, expect light falling snow to start up as a cold front is moving through. So combine that with some wind gusts, and that's where we're going to see our worst visibility moments, is when the snow is falling and we're still dealing with some of those winds ahead of this front. Now, once that starts to move eastward, we'll still have some low visibility through the day from time to time. I don't know if it'll necessarily be all day long that you're dealing with this, but the potential is there. And in fact, after the front clears, we've got wind switching to the northwest, so that fresh snow might get picked up and blown around some more. So bottom line is it's not going to be an ideal day on Friday. Here's a look outside right now. The clear skies we have affords us the ability to see where the snowpack is. You can see it's covering the entire valley here. It looks like we may not have any snow to the east, but we've got all those trees in the eastern part of our viewing area blocking our view. So lots of snow for that wind to work with here as we make our way into the forecast. Expanding the view, you can see we're in a quiet pocket here. They've got winter weather yet again on the east coast, and we are looking to the west for our next system to move in. And in this quiet pocket, it is quite cold. We've had that cold air pushing southward. It's below freezing in Dallas right now. Cold for them, but certainly we are in that heart of the Arctic air here into Minnesota, into eastern North Dakota in the lower 48. Moving in, you can see temperatures still below zero. We're at 9 below in Fargo. We're at 11 below in Wadena and into Wahpeton, Northern Valley. Some sub-zero temperatures for you too. We're at 11 below currently in Grand Forks, and Devil's Lake is at 7 below. So temperatures still below the 0-degree mark, and our wind chills once again into the 30s below zero and 20s below too. It's 29 below in Grand Forks. It feels like 32 below in Langdon, and to the south it feels like 31 below in Moorhead, and a temperature, or wind chill rather, of 30 below zero in Valley City. So a frigid afternoon ahead, one that will feature a little bit more wind as the afternoon and into the evening as that goes along. We'll see it out of the south. It's that warming wind. It's going to help us to see those temperatures rise, but at the same time, as the wind increases, that means our wind chills are still going to be impacted. So throughout the afternoon, expect wind chills in these purple or pink numbers here to still be in the 20s below, even to 30 below, especially as our temperatures initially start to dip this evening after sunset. This is 6 p.m. Still below zero in most areas. And as we head into the overnight hours tonight, here comes that wind. It starts to pick up, gusting out of the south, 30 miles per hour or so in the overnight hours. So we're going to see some areas of some ground drifting. And then as we head into the morning hours tomorrow, the front approaches. And as it does so, again, it's a combination of the wind and some falling snow where we're going to see that low visibility. So right in time, unfortunately, for the morning drive. And there is potential we could see some gusts to that 40-mile-per-hour range, and that would be troublesome, even more than the 30-mile-per-hour mark. And continuing on into the day, the snow continues to sweep through. It becomes a little heavier and more widespread into Minnesota into the afternoon hours, and that will accumulate a little bit more in that area. The wind eventually turns northwesterly behind the front, and we may see a little bit more drifting snow continuing on. So it's going to be another day here where we're going to have to watch out for tough travel. Large area of 1 to 3 inches of snow. Some places may not see much at all, especially in the west. A couple of areas might have a little bit higher pockets. And this weekend, more potential snow with a couple of weak systems sweeping through. So we're just going to have to be paying attention, have that Valley News Live weather app downloaded and ready to go.
And if your kids are getting antsy because they haven't gone outside lately, today's a good day to try like the tricks with the bubbles.
Sure.
Or like the pouring the water to see how quickly it freezes.
Yeah, good day for that this morning, especially when our temperatures were down into the 20s below.
All right.